Hello, Dr. Ewemeka. You are welcome. Welcome to today's live session. Thank you for joining us. You are the first to join us. Thank you for being early. Jaye Boy, welcome. Obi Victor, you are welcome. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad to have you here this afternoon. Please, let's wait for others before we start. So we are waiting for more people to join the live session before we kick start. Midday Tiny, you are welcome. Welcome to today's live session. Thanks for joining us. So we are waiting for more people to join before we kick start. Shama, you are welcome. Pinky Baby, welcome. Malina, for real, you are welcome. Okay, so once it is 12:05, we are going to start. So let's wait for people that will join before 12:05. So once it is 12:05, then we'll start. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Agatha Aya, welcome. Tejumade Ige, welcome. Bright Kabasa, welcome. Welcome everybody. Welcome to today's live session. So it is 12:05 and I know more people will be joining us while we start. Thank you everybody for joining. Like you all know, this live session is brought to you by Nexi Concepts Limited, and we do this every Wednesday by 12 noon. We bring to you information regarding your study abroad, information that would help you, that would make your journey easy while trying to process your study abroad. So today we have brought to you another interesting thing that would benefit and help you in making the right decision before you start submitting applications for January and for May 2025 intake. So today the focus is on you studying in the UK on a budget. Yes, everybody wants to study in the UK, and you have your budget. Somebody's budget might be maybe £15,000. Another person's budget might be £20,000. We all have our budgets, but today we are going to be helping you on how to on things you should know before you go ahead and submit, like, okay, this is my budget, which one should I go for? So we'll be talking about the cheapest UK schools for the January and May 2025 intake. Hi Sophie, welcome. Thank you, welcome. So that is what we are going to be discussing today. We are going to explore the cheapest UK schools for both January and May 2025 intake. Like we all know, applications are currently ongoing. People are submitting applications for January intake and for May 2025 intake. Even for September intake, some people have started submitting application, but we have to just start with the first before we move to the latter. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and start now. So today I will be talking so that you don't miss out on anything. And before I start, I would like to say this before I start. There are some schools whose tuition deposit is high, whose tuition fee is high, but after the discount the tuition become low after the automatic discount. So those schools will also be added to my list this afternoon. So please just stay tuned and listen, be attentive, because there will be time for question and answer, and I would like you to ask me questions and I'll be happy to provide answers to the questions. Okay, so the first on my list today, we've had several people come to us, ask us that, okay, can I get food that is as low as this? That is as low as this. So you are going to get to know that today. Hi Kayla, welcome. Hi Sheyi, welcome to today's live session. So before you guys joined, what I just tried to introduce today's topic to them, which is for us to help you in choosing the right budget for your study. You would have chosen your budget, but going with the right budget, the budget that align with your own personal budget. So we will be exploring the cheapest UK schools for January and May 2025 intake. So the first on my list today is Wrexham University. Wrexham University is in Wales. Wales is in the UK, if you know that, or if you don't know, then you are knowing that now. Wales is in the UK. So the tuition fee for this school I'm talking about is £12,500. This school has a discount that ranges from 1,000 to 2,000. So everybody will get this discount, but what you are going to get will differ. It is either you get 1,000 or you get 2,000. So let's say you are getting £2,000 for Wrexham University in Wales. So we have people that come to us and say, it is Wales I want. I don't want any other place apart from Wales. So this is a school for you. About paying anything on enrollment again, you don't need to pay anything on enrollment. And the intake they have. Third on my list is Ulster University. Ulster. So majority of you would have heard Ulster University. So just like York St. John University, Ulster University is not in just one place in the UK. It is located in different campuses. You can get the Birmingham campus, you can get the London campus, you can get Belfast. So some people come and be like, I want somewhere in the Northern Ireland in the UK. So Belfast, Ulster has a campus in Belfast. So if that is the option you want, then Ulster is another good option for you. So their own tuition is dependent on their course. Depending on the course you want to go for, their tuition ranges from 13,300 to around 18,000. So I'm adding this to my list because we still have low courses, courses that are low there. So there are courses that are low in this particular campus, and they have a discount of 15%. So if your own tuition is 18,000, you are getting discount of 15%, and the deposit for this school is 5,500. They don't have payments on enrollment as well. And the intake they have January, they have May, they have September. So like you know, we are exploring options for January and May, and Ulster has this. They have both January and May, and like I said, they have campus in Birmingham, London and Belfast. So if that is the option you want, please just pen it down somewhere, and if you have any other question, pen it somewhere too till I'm done with this session. For the three schools I've mentioned, Wrexham, York St. John, and Ulster University, they all have courses you guys study. They have business courses, they have health-related courses, they have tech courses, the likes of data science, computer science, anyone you want, they have all these courses. So you can just check them out. The fourth on my list is the University of Roehampton. Roehampton is in London. Roehampton is located, it has their own campus in London, and their tuition ranges from 15,000 and above. 15,000 and above. You can get discounts. Their discount is 2,500. So when I was introducing this live session, I said I will be mentioning some schools, not because their tuition is high, but because after you have removed the discount from there, the tuition becomes low. You get, the tuition becomes low. So Roehampton University, their tuition becomes low by the time you remove the 2,500 discount. And the beautiful thing about Roehampton University is that their deposit is 2,500, but you pay 500 to get cash, which means altogether 3,000. That is the deposit for University of Roehampton. And they have both January, they have April, May intake, they have September. So if you are looking at still starting with them for January, Roehampton is still open for January, and obviously Roehampton is still open for May 2025 intake. And for the courses this particular school, Roehampton has, they have business related courses, they have health related courses, they have tech related courses, the likes of data science, cybersecurity. They have all these courses. So if your own option is for you to have a school with low tuition deposits, Roehampton is just the best for you. So I move to the next on my list is the University of Sunderland. So Sunderland has two campuses. They have one in Sunderland itself, and they have another in London. So for lovers of London, for people that love to go to London to study, Sunderland has a campus in London. Their own tuition starts from 17,400. So maybe you're already wondering that, is that cheap? Just keep on listening. So their discount is 3,900. So it's not just 3,900 at a go. The discount is split, like they split their discount, and by the time we added everything together, we got 3,900. So imagine you remove 3,900 from 17,400. You know what you have left. So which makes the tuition very cheap. Okay, their deposit is 3,500, and they have all the courses. They are not limited to some particular courses. If it is nursing you want, they have it. If it is international business you want, they have it. Public health, they have it. Whatever course you want, just check out Sunderland University, either the Sunderland campus or London campus. And for the intake they have January, they have April, May intake as well. And application is currently ongoing for both January and April, May intake 2025. So if you are interested in University of Sunderland, just pen it down so that you can check it out later. University of Sunderland. Now I move to the next, which is Salford. University of Salford. Salford University. This university is located in Manchester. Yes, lovers of Manchester, we have a Manchester University here that is quite cheap. Their tuition starts from around 16,000 upward, depending on the course you want to study. So your course of study will determine the tuition you will be paying. And they have discounts of 3,000. This is the global, they call it global scholarship, which means it is meant for every student, all international students. So by the time you remove your 3,000, discount from the 16,000, you are left with around 13,000, which is quite cheap. The deposit is 5,500, and they have January intake. And let me mention something. All the schools I've been mentioning, we get their offer very fast. The turnaround time is within 2 to 5 days. Is it York St. John University? The turnaround time is within 2 to 5 days. Same thing goes with Salford. You get your offer very fast. So you don't need to be scared that, okay, if I submit now, when do I get my offer? January is like looking like it's around the corner. You are going to get your offer not like maybe in just a few days. Do you understand? So that is Salford University, located in Manchester. They have January intake. Their discount is 3,000 and their deposit is 5,500. So the next on my list is Northumbria University. Northumbria University. Northumbria does not only have one campus. I love universities that do not have one campus because it helps you to choose the one you want. Northumbria has campus in Newcastle. They also have campus in London. So lovers of London, you have Northumbria University. If it is Newcastle you want, they also have a campus in Newcastle. Their own tuition is around 19,000 plus, depending on the course. If you are studying, you can still get course that is lower than that, but majority of their courses is 19,000 plus, and their deposit, their discount rather, is what makes them unique. Their discount is 5,000. So before you shout and say, hey, 19,000, how do I go about it? You imagine getting an automatic scholarship of 5,000. Remove 5,000 from 19,000, you are left with around 14,000. So another amazing thing about this school is their deposit is 2,750, and they have January intake, they have May intake as well. So Northumbria University is another good option for you if that is what you want. And they have their campus in Newcastle and London, like I said. The next on my list is University of Suffolk. University of Suffolk is in Suffolk, like as the name implies. Their tuition is 14,625 to around 15,000. Their deposit is 3,000, and they have January intake. So if you are looking for cheap school, University of Suffolk is a cheap school. So you can explore that option, University of Suffolk. Then I move to the next on my list, and that is the University of Chester. University of Chester, Chester University. Their own tuition is 14,750. It can be higher than that a bit, depending on the course you want to study. And their own discount is 1,500. So let's say your own tuition is, okay, your own tuition is 14,750. 14,750. And we are removing 1,500 from that. Then you have 13,250 left as the old tuition you are writing. Okay, as the old tuition you are paying rather. So and their deposit is £5,000. They have both January and May intake. So anyone you want there, they have both January and May intake. So the next on my list now is, I can see people dropping questions. Please, I will be responding to the question when after I am done with this session. So the next on my list is the University of Hull. University of Hull. Okay, University of Hull, their tuition ranges from 12,000 to 15,000. Yes, I have a student that traveled. Majority of you don't know University of Hull has tuition that is still as low as 12,000. You think it is now 15,000? No, there are still courses that is as low as 12,000. So I have a student that traveled this September, and this student's tuition fee was £12,000. So if you want to go to University of Law, or depending on the course you want to study, you can still get tuition that is as low as £12,000. And University of Hull has campus in Hull. They also have campus in London, but there is a slight difference between the deposit for these two, and also there is a slight difference between the intake. So I would give more information on that. So for University of Hull, for all campus, their tuition is around 12,000 to 15,000, like I said. Their deposit is £4,000. This school does not have payment on enrollment. If that is what you are scared of, they don't have payments on enrollments, and they have favorable instrumental plan, so you don't have to be scared. If your tuition is 12,000 and you are paying 4,000 here in Nigeria, you have just 8,000 left to pay to balance up in installments. They have just January intake. That is for all campus. Now for University of Hull London campus, their own deposit is 4,750. So I'm going to digress a bit. For my HND and third class degree holder, University of Hull London campus is a campus you can go to with your degree. So that is not what we are doing today. That's why I said I just want to digress a bit. So in case you are watching this and you have HND or third class, as long as you have 3 to 5 years experience or more, you are good with University of Hull London campus. Their deposit is £4,750. They have January and May intake. So you should see the difference between all London and all campus. All campus has just January. All London has January and May. All campus 4,000 deposits. All London 4,750. All campus, they don't accept HND and third class. All London accept HND and third class. So anyone you want between these two, you can just make more research, and and if you need I have any more questions to ask about this particular school I mentioned, you can just drop it in the comment section. I can already see people dropping questions, and I'm going to attend to their questions soon. So I move on. The next on my list is the University of Dundee. Dundee is in Scotland. So I don't think I've mentioned any school that is in Scotland today. I mentioned a school in Wales, York, London, Birmingham, Belfast. So now I'm bringing you to Scotland. So University of Dundee is in Scotland. So Dundee, the tuition is 21,900. Before you say, Elizabeth, that is expensive. It is not expensive. I will tell you why it is not expensive, because you can get up to 7,500 discounts. Up to 7,500 discount. Imagine you getting 7,500 discounts. Remove it from 21,900. You know what you have left, which make the tuition very cheap. Okay, and their deposits. So before I talk about their deposits, they have alumni scholarship of £3,000. This alumni scholarship, what it means is, maybe you have a sibling that graduated from University of Dundee. Because you have a sibling that graduated from there, you have access to £3,000 additional scholarship. But don't get me wrong, that does not mean you that you already have 7,500 will now get 7,500 plus 3,000. No, because that 7,500 is an addition of 2 scholarship, and they can't give you 3 scholarship. So you have to pick one out of the 2. So for that 7,500, we have 4,000 and we have 3,500. Okay, so you can decide to say, no, sorry, we have 5,000 and 2,500. So you can decide to say, I don't want that 2,500. They will even do that for you themselves, because they will go with the highest. I want that 3,000. So 3,000 plus 5,000 is 8,000, which makes it higher by £500. So that is a plus for you. That is if you are getting 7,500 scholarship. But if you are getting £6,500 scholarship, yours is 4,000 and 2,500. They will not use the 2,500 for you because you have alumni scholarship. I'm just talking to those people that would have alumni scholarship now. So your own 4,000 will now be plus 3,000 instead of plus 2,500. which makes it what? Which makes it 7,000 instead of 6,500. If we should check £500 now, it is still money. So I think that is a good one. It is a good one for me. So, and I think it should be a good one for you as well. Their deposit is 5,000. And another beautiful thing about University of Dundee is that they don't request for any payment on enrollment. And I've not mentioned this for any school. If you are submitting an your application through Nexi, let's say you want to submit your application through Nexi, you will not go through any interview, any precast interview. You will not be submitting any bank statement, because you submitted through us. That is just a plus. That is not why we are here. But sometimes, I just have to add some things for you to know. So that is for University of Dundee, which is located in Scotland. So while I was talking, some questions were coming in. I'm not answering the question, but that person that asked the question about MRes, this is one for you. So for MRes, we have University of Gloucestershire. For this particular university, they accept 2-2 for MRes. So if you have 2-2, most of the MRes schools, some of them will say it is 2-1 they want. And also people think when you want to go for MRes, maybe it will be expensive or something. So for University of Gloucestershire, their tuition is a 2-year course. Their tuition for 1 year is 8,500. So for 2 years, that will be 17,100. You also have a discount for this school, a discount of 1,500. So when you remove your discount of 1,500 from 17,100, whatever you have left will be divided by 2. That will be your yearly. Tuition. So initially your yearly tuition is meant to be 8,500. By the time you are removing 1,500 from the 17,100, you know what you have left. So I'm not with calculator to be doing punching for you to see, but you can. That's why I said you should take your pen and jot something down. Okay, so what's now their deposit for this school? £4,000 deposit. That is amazing. £4,000 deposit. Okay, so also for MRes, the person that asked for MRes, York St. John University also have MRes Courses, and it is the same with the amount I mentioned the other time, that their tuition ranges from 11,300 to 11,800. Their deposit is still 50%, and once you hear deposit of 50%, what it means is you are not paying anything on enrollment. Okay, you will not be paying anything on enrollment. After you've paid that 5,000 plus, there is no need to pay anything again on enrollment, and you are good to go. And this school has their campus in York. They also have their campus in London. So those are the schools I bought for you this morning or this afternoon. I hope you have been able to learn. So I realized while I was talking, a lot of people started joining, so I will just do a recap quickly before I start answering people's questions. So for people that joined us late, what we discussed was we tried to talk about cheapest UK universities for January and May intake. Those are the things I mentioned. And for my list here, I mentioned about 12 schools. And among these schools, we also have schools that accept masters by research, that accept students for masters by research, which means you can go with your dependents. They also have favorable tuition and tuition deposit. So the first on my list is Wrexham University. Their tuition is 12,500. You get discount that ranges from 1,000 to 2,000 based on the school's discretion, and the deposit is 50%. I mentioned York St. John also. Their tuition is 11,300. Their deposit is 50% as well. I mentioned Ulster University. Their tuition ranges from 13,300 to around £18,000. You would get 15% discounts on your tuition, and their deposit is 5,500. I have University of Roehampton. Their tuition is 15,000 and above. Discount of 2,500, deposit of 3,000. Though the initial deposit is 2,500, So for your pre-CAS, before you get for your CAS, to get your CAS, you pay additional 5,000, which makes it £3,000. We have University of Sunderland. Their tuition is 17,400, but because of their discount makes them become cheap, and the discount is 3,900. Their deposit is 3,500. So I have University of Salford. Their tuition is around 16,000 plus, depending on the course you want to study. It can be higher. Then the discount is 3,000, which is a global scholarship. Then the deposit is 5,500. Then we have Northumbria University, whose tuition fee looks like it's high, is 19,000. Their deposit is 2,750, and their discount is 5,000. We have Suffolk University. Tuition is £14,625 to £15,000. Deposit is 3,000, no discount. We have Chester University. Their tuition is £14,750. Discount of 1,500. Deposit of £5,000. Okay. And we have University of Hull. Tuition ranges from 12,000 to £15,000. So I mentioned that they have Hull campus and London campus, and there's a difference between the two, slight difference, because Hull campus has January, September, All London has January, May, and September. So that is the difference. And deposit also for all campus is 4,000. For all London is 4,750. So you can watch the replay of this later on, because I will not be going through this. I will not be doing a recap again. And I also mentioned University of Dundee. Their own tuition is £21,900, but you can get up to 7,500 scholarship depending on your grade. I also mentioned that they have alumni scholarship, which means if you are getting the alumni scholarship, it does not mean that your scholarship altogether will be 10,500. No, I explained that when I was talking earlier. So their scholarship is not 10,500 altogether, because you have a sibling there. They remove one and add one, but like I said, it will still be a plus for you. Do you get? It will still be a plus no matter what. Then the last but not the least is University of Gloucestershire. So for this university, their own is for MRes, for people that want MRes, and they have both January and September, not May. They have January and September. Their deposit is £4,000. You get 1,500 discount, and their tuition for a year is 8,550. That is amazing. And I also mentioned that York St. John University has Masters by Research courses as well. Their own deposit is 50%, and tuition ranges from 11,300 to 11,800. So that is all I have on my list, and I know people have a lot of questions to ask me, so I will just start attending to questions now. And if you have more questions on everything I've said, please start dropping them now. Thank you. So I want to start from the beginning. I have a number of questions here. Okay, so Anuli said January is too soon. Anuli, I just hope you are still here. I don't know why you said January is too soon. Maybe it is because of your budget. I don't know. If it is due to finances, then it is too soon for you. But as long as you have your money available now, January is not too soon. Because when I started, I said we can get you offer within a week, maximum 2 weeks. So imagine we submit that application, today is Wednesday, we submit that application, let's say by Friday, and you get your offer next week Friday, and January is still, it's still like in 3 months time. So January is not too soon, though I don't know why you said it is too soon. But if it is about the whole process, the visa processing and the likes, January is not too soon. Okay. annually. I hope I answered your question. So annually also ask another question saying, what about IELTS? So majority of these schools do not require IELTS. They accept your WAEC and NECO. So for your WAEC, just have CCs, both for NECO. However, there are exceptions. For some courses, C5 is required, and for some schools, a school like University of All will require all campus will require C5 for either your WAEC or NECO. So if you don't have that C5, that is when you can be looking at writing IELTS. So not that you would write IELTS from the start. No, that is not how it is. It is when you don't meet that English language requirement of what you have in your WAEC, English WAEC, grade in English for your WAEC. That is when IELTS can come in. And that is how majority of these schools are. It's not as if IELTS is a must from the beginning. It is whatever grade you have in your English that will determine if you are going to write IELTS or not. So we need to know your grade before we can tell you if we are going to write IELTS. Do you understand? But majority, all of them do not request for IELTS until your grade is not meeting the requirement they want. Okay? I hope I've answered your question annually. Okay? So this is the person that asked about MRes Courses. So for the MRes Courses, I already mentioned 2 universities out of the schools I told you about. I said York St. John has MRes Courses. I said Gloucestershire has MRes Courses. I didn't have to wait, but University of Dundee also has MRes Courses. And these universities I'm mentioning, their MRes Courses allow you to go with your dependents. So out of the universities I've mentioned today, York St. John has MRes Courses that would allow you to go with your dependents. University of Dundee has MRes Courses that would allow you to go with your dependents, and University of Gloucestershire has MRes Courses that would allow you to go with your dependents. So for the person asking question about MRes Courses, I'm not sure if that is what you are asking, because you just wrote MRes Courses question. Do you understand? But if I've not addressed your question, please just drop another one for me. Thank you. Okay, so annually asked me another question. Do you coach for IELTS? Okay, so Nexi does not coach for IELTS. However, we are in partnership with IELTS organizations that train students for IELTS, TOEFL, PTE. Just mention it. We are in partnership. GRE, GMAT. So if you want us to link you to those organizations, we can do that. So we have organizations we are working with that we can link you to for you to get your IELTS coaching and come out with good grades and good scores at the end. Okay, so Big Jack Mo said, is January actually feasible? Or okay, is January actually feasible and not a rush? Somebody asked that question earlier too. So January is feasible, like is 100% feasible. Today is October 9th, and majority of them, their resumption is maybe January 15, January 20 something. Even if it is January 1st, it is feasible. So like I said, I'm going to repeat myself again. If you are thinking about the feasibility, maybe you are thinking it's not feasible because of your finances, then I would say it is not feasible. But if you have your finances ready, if your money is available, you have the money already, January is feasible. It is not feasible for people that are still saying, maybe when I get the offer I will start looking for money. No. But if you have your money ready, your money is in your bank account now, it is feasible, because we get our offer. The turnaround time for our schools, the turnaround time is very fast. So sometimes 2 to 5 days. I'm sure some of our students are watching this and they can attest to that. we get them offer very fast. So if you are thinking about the feasibility of January, yes, it is feasible and it is not a rush. But if it is looking like it will be a rush for you, no prayer, please. Just go for May intake. So I've mentioned quite a number of schools that have May intake today. So you can just go with May intake instead. So okay, Big Jack Mo also said, what is the deadline to join the January intake? So majority of them, their deadline for international students is around late November. So this is October now, late November, while some have their deadline for early December, depending on the school you want to go for. Some of them they've not disclosed their own deadline. Some have not disclosed deadline. So for those ones that have not disclosed deadline, that means you can still keep on applying to anytime. Though my own advice would be that as an international student, submit your application now. You don't need to wait. Even if the deadline is December 2nd, as an international student that is looking at traveling in January, why are you waiting? Just submit the application now and get your offer and get other post admission processing going. Do you understand? You don't need to waste your time. But the deadline is late November, early December. Oh my God. Somebody said your voice is breaking. I'm so sorry. That is due to network. I just hope you can hear me now. I'm so sorry. So you can just watch the replay later. There will be a replay, so you can watch the replay later. So Chris Moses said, I'm interested in MRes in September 2025. Chris Moses, we have a lot of options for you for MRes for September 2025. Please send us a DM and we are going to guide you properly on how to go about it. Is the January intake open for the University of Rochester? I guess Rochester. I guess that should be Gloucestershire. So it's Gloucestershire. So if you want to get the right spelling, you can just send a DM, then we'll give you the right spelling. That is if you want to check the school out yourself. Yes, January intake is open, and like I said, the turnaround time is within 2 to 5 days. So MRes is open for January intake at the University of Gloucestershire, and you can go with your dependents. So Anuli is asking another question. If you don't have IELTS, is there any possibility for visa refusal? No, please. No. If the school is giving you your CAS, and on your CAS, the school is writing it there that your English proficiency was graded based on your WAEC, they cannot refuse you visa. UK is not like some countries. UK would never refuse you visa because they will not refuse you visa because of IELTS. No, it is not possible. UK does not do that. So you are good to go. UK does not do that. Okay. Which school has lowest deposits and accepts HND? University of All London accepts HND and their deposit is 4,750. So if you want to try out University of All London campus, I don't know, maybe you started with us from the beginning, EBME. If you started with us from the beginning, I mentioned that there is all campus, there is all London. So if you want to go with HND, you would go to all London and not all campus. Okay, please, all London, all campus. So for all London campus, you can get 4,750 and they accept HND. But with years of experience, not that you graduated last year, no, that one would not work, please. It would not work. With years of experience, at least 3 to 5 years experience. Okay, EBME. Okay, what is the budget you can suggest I have? Aris Glam. For the budget, I would not want to suggest a budget for you. I would like you to work based on your pocket. So from all I've mentioned today, I think you should be able to come up with what is favorable for you. Do you understand? So I will not want to suggest a budget for you, but from everything I've said, you can come up with something favorable. Like when you look at your pockets, okay, let me come up with this budget. I should be able to go with this, because from everything I've said, I've mentioned that we have schools that you can, the old tuition is £10,000, and what you just have to pay £10,000 plus rather, and what you just have to pay in Nigeria is just 50% of that money, and there is no need of running scatter over there for payment on enrollment again. So imagine you are paying that 5,000 plus, it is more than 10 million, you know. You are paying for IHS visa fee. So by the time you do all the calculation, you can just send us a DM so that we can give you a breakdown, so that we don't waste too much of time here. Okay, Chioma said she can hear me clearly. Thank God. Someone could not hear me the other time. Okay, can you use English proficiency letter from your university? Depending on the school you are going to. Not all schools accept English proficiency letter, but I know University of Dundee for one, they accept English proficiency letter. So if you have your English proficiency letter, you are thinking of going to University of Dundee, you can let us know, we would help you. But aside from University of Dundee, please, it is better you have either your WAEC, and if you don't have WAEC, you can write IELTS. I know everybody has WAEC, but if you don't have good grade in your English language for WAEC or NEPO, then you can write IELTS. But if you want to avoid doing that, then University of Dundee is a good one. The budget I'm asking is on everything it entails. Okay, I think I later thought that was what you were asking, and that was why I said, let's say you are going for the school with 11,000 plus pounds, and the deposit is 5,000 plus, so that means that is more than 10 million. With our rate, it is more than 10 million, you understand? So if it is more than 10 million, you know, with IHS fee, with visa fee, by the time we add everything together, so you are asking, please send a DM. We'll be glad to send you a breakdown and give you an analysis, like analyze it for you, so that you can know the budget. So please, Aris Glam, please send a DM. Thank you. Okay, in watching Melu, hey viewers, they are, oh, thank you so much. Yes, we are trusted. I guess that's one of our students. Thank you. Apart from school fees, is there any other money I will pay? So apart from your school fee, you are paying IHS fee, you are paying visa fee, you are paying IHS fee and visa fee. So you will do tuberculosis test, but I didn't mention that one. Do you know why? It is not too expensive. It is just in our Nigerian naira. For IHS fee and visa fee, you know, that one is in foreign currency, and foreign currency conversion makes the whole thing high. So please have it in mind that it's not only your tuition fee you are paying. Do you charge processing fee? No, we don't charge processing fee. For the UK, our processing is free from the beginning to the end. We would help you review your documents, your SOP, your statement of purpose, all your documents. We review it so that you don't have any issue with the school. After doing that for you, if you have previous interview, we prepare you for interview. We do everything for you, including your visa processing, everything for you without collecting a dime. So TKCF, we do not charge processing fee. Thank you. Oh, I still have more questions. Okay, so in watching, Melu said, I'm not one of your students, but you guys did everything for my phone. And now she's in Canada. I love people that give us review. Thank you so much in watching, Melu. So we have helped his friend before, and now she is in Canada. Thank you so much. So we are trusted. Viewers, just like you, we are trusted. Thank you so much for that. So now I am done with my questions. I'm done answering questions. Thank you so much. This is really engaging. I'm glad everybody got one or two. What does the dependent get? What does the dependent get? I'm trying to get that one. What does the dependent get? Sorry, I didn't get that one. What does the dependent get? Sorry, I didn't get the question. Annually, please, can you please come again? I didn't get that question. What does the dependent get? Please come again. So in watching the menu said, I'm looking forward to work with you guys. Same here, we are really looking forward to working with you as well. Thank you so much. In watching the menu, thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, so okay, he is already speaking with Toby. Okay, that's fine. Is there precast interview for University of Dundee? Yes, there is precast interview for University of Dundee, but please take note. While I was talking the other time, I mentioned that for University of Dundee, if the application is submitted through Nexi Concept Limited, you would not be going for any precast interview. But if you submit the application yourself, it's a pity, you will be going for precast interview. Even if you come to us after the submission and we say, okay, we are now working with you, you are still going to go for the interview. So the best thing is just for you to submit the application through us from the beginning for University of Dundee, so that you will not have to write any precast and go for any precast interview or submit any proof of funds. So please, okay, his name is Nebulisa Vincent. Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. Anthony said, what does the dependent? Okay, what does the dependent when they get over there? Okay, I guess you are asking, what does the dependent do when they get over there, like postgraduate, post-study work permit? Your dependents will be working when they get to the UK, and please, they can work full-time. Only the students work part-time. Your dependents can work full-time when they get to the UK. So fear not, your dependents will be working over there. They will not be idle. Because they came in as dependents, they can also apply for a job. They will not just be sitting down. So thank you for the clarity, for the clarification. Okay, that is all for today. I'm sure most of you still have more questions, but like you know, this live session is just for 1 hour and it is 12:55 now. So in the next 5 minutes, if I don't end this session, Instagram will log me out themselves, which I do not want. So please, if you have more questions, I would say you should just send us a DM. Are they allowed to stay after study? Yes, you are allowed to stay after study, and your dependent is also receiving the same benefits you are receiving. Okay, so they are not going back home. You are allowed to stay 2 years after study. Your dependent is also allowed to stay 2 years after study. So you guys are the same. They are enjoying the same benefits you are enjoying as your dependents. Okay, thank you so much everybody for joining this live session. I know you enjoyed and you really got a lot of information from this live session today. And for the people that still have more questions, please send us a DM and we are going to answer you. Can the dependent apply? No. The person went on a dependent visa. No. So please send us a DM and we are going to answer all your questions. That is for people that still have more questions. And for people that would like to maybe watch this again in the next few days, I really can't say the particular day, but we are going to be uploading the replay of this session, so you can come to our Instagram page. You can just follow us now, so you will know whenever we post. Do you understand? And watch the replay of this session. So thank you all so much for joining. Aris Glam, you are welcome. Anuli, you are welcome. Thank you all so much. So this same time, 12 noon next week Wednesday, we are also going to come here again with another topic entirely that would help you and that would give you an easy application process to either UK. It doesn't have to be UK alone, but we just decided to focus on UK today. So next week the focus might be on another country. So please, and the focus might even be on another thing. So please don't miss out. Follow us now so that you don't miss out on the good things we have for you. Okay? And for people that have questions, again, I will repeat myself, send us a DM. Thank you all so much. I am Moses. You are welcome. And have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye everybody. Thank you all.